Hello everybody, it is the December 29 Rustore rotation. Now if you're confused at what you're seeing at the moment, this is my bench image that I use to idle on my streams. Basically, I'm away from home, I visited family for Christmas, but for next week's Rustore rotation stream and video, everything will be back to normal, so if you're surprised to see a bench, don't worry, this is just for this week. As we flick over to here, ta-da! It's no longer Christmas, we're now moving on to the New Year's Rustore rotation. So this is the last Rustore of 2022, and it's a pretty good one. So, surprise, surprise, we still have the Christmas items in the Rustore. Don't know what that's about. I don't think that's happened before, but well, it's happened 3 weeks in a row now. We have had Christmas items. And, of course, as expected, the fireworks have returned. So let's just move over to page 2. Yep, large fireworks and small fireworks have returned with a batch of very nice, interesting looking skins. So, congratulations to... Let's just go over to here. Congratulations to Dark Schneider, JJ, GBG, Jimmick, Kozlov, and, well, TGG, I guess. So, first of all, I'd like to talk about the new skins that just became marketable, aka all the Christmas skins from the previous week, as we can see over here. The regular skins were marketable the very second this Rustore rotated, so let's just discuss those real quickly, and then the abnormal buy order support, and then we'll discuss all the new skins, we'll figure out what's abnormal, and then we'll discuss the impact of all the new skins that have just appeared. So, let's just quickly discuss right now. Let's discuss the support for all of these Christmas skins, the last Christmas skins that were marketable. So, Toys Pickup. This sold very nicely. Just under 29,000 apparently. So, this sold a lot, and it sold much better than the vendor machine skin from the previous year. So, this is looking to be pretty popular. But, even then, that sounds like a problem because the skin last year went down in price by quite a lot. So let's just zoom in a bit. So yes, this has over 900 requests to buy. It has a very solid 100 quantity buy order here. But I tell you now, and I've seen this happen throughout all of last year, when times are bad, this is going to go down in price. This person here with his 100 quantity buy order, he's going to get scared. He will probably buy 20 of them, get scared and remove that buy order. So don't assume, oh yeah, surely this will keep it up. He's got some distance between here, and I honestly don't think he will hold it. So, yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if we end up being in the same position as the vending machine from last year, and it kind of sits at around $1 at its lowest point. So my buy orders, this is my safe buy order, the one that's not going to be too much trouble in regards to, well, this is equal to around 80 cents. So 80 cents is a safe buy order, and then I have a second buy order going up to around $1, I believe, just around. So, yeah, after seeing how the vending machine from last Christmas behaved, I've learned from that, because I know in the long term, when it's not Christmas, this is going to lose demand. It will very likely go down in price, and when we go through very bad times, much like last year when we had the CSGO majors, the prices will get bad, and the price for this will get bad. So I'm playing it safe, I'm playing it long term, I know I will pick these up for a cheap price, it's just going to be a long waiting game. And I wouldn't sell, if I did buy these, I won't be selling them until next December 2023. Much like how I sold all of my Christmas skins recently. So let's now talk about the Nutcracker Jackhammer. So we don't see many jackhammer skins that much, do we? So right now, the buy order support, so there's over 800 requests to buy. Buy orders going all the way up to around $1.33. This is a $1.99 skin, so that's pretty decent support right there. But how many did it sell? It had just over 21,000 sales, but as I said, when you look at all of the other jackhammer skins, we've only ever had 6, and they aren't super rare. They aren't super common. In all of 2022, we only had 2 jackhammer skins. We did see quite a decent amount of people trying to submit to get some accepted, but yeah, only 2 were accepted. So, could we potentially see in 2023 a lot more jackhammer skins being accepted? Maybe, possibly. There's no guarantees, but you never know. But with it being a Christmas themed skin, I do expect it to, kind of go down a bit. I do expect it to potentially, at its worst point, end up at around $1. But will it ever reach that bad point? Will it ever reach a position where it's going to struggle? Well, bad times always happen eventually, so it very likely could happen. And it very likely will end up around the same price as metal, much like all of the other red grade skins, weapons and tools. If it gets really bad, then people will just convert it into metal and then sell the metal. So I think it's got a decent future. It's got a very fun gimmick with the chattering teeth. I think it'll do alright. But yeah, jackhammer skins, jackhammers do get used a lot. Jackhammer skins, well, well, just take a look. Pretty much all of them are in the positive except one, so looks pretty good at the moment. It might not be insane profit, but it would be profit. So, alright, that's good. Let's now talk about the Snowman launcher. So, rocket launcher skins. Unfortunately, it's a matter of, well, demand and usage. So yes, you do use rocket launchers a lot, but probably not enough to the point where you'd really care about skinning it. Now, what I also want to show off is what are the most expensive rocket launchers. Highest price. So the most expensive one is over $20. That came out 5 years ago, so not surprised by that. There's not that many in circulation. And then, oh, certainly this is $6. No. It literally just became available, so we're not going to accept that. We're just going to move on. So some of these have progressed very nicely, but when you look at the more recent ones, how do they look? So if we go by newest, and negative, equal, negative, slightly in the positive, negative, reasonably in the positive, yeah. The more newer ones don't seem to do as well, and this was a very holiday-themed gimmicked skin. Down, it's in the negative, down by 33%. What do you reckon is going to happen to this very Christmas gimmicked rocket launcher when it's not Christmas? It's going to end up much like this. It's going to end up probably around 30% down in the negative. So yeah, I don't have a great outlook for that. Rocket launchers, yeah, they're just not that good in terms of being profitable skins, so yeah. Now let's just get a good look at the support. So there's 677 requests to buy, and well, yeah, bulk of the buy orders below $1. So people are anticipating that this is going to probably end up at around $1 at some point. So yeah, you've got to be prepared for those bad times. We're currently in good times, and we haven't really reached the peak of good times at the moment. But yeah, compared to now, every other time of the year is bad. So now we're going to look at the Santa's cookie sack. So we didn't see that many rock skins in all of 2022, and because of that, quite a lot of rock skins did go up in price. But what we have here is a skin that sold just shy of 13,000. Basically, it is 13,000 sales, I would say. 13,000 sales for this rock skin. Let's go take a look at all of the rock skins in terms of newest, because I want to compare newest rock skins to the ones that are older. So we shouldn't count this one. So this one's in the negative. This one's going up in the positive, 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 negative, positive, negative, negative, positive, positive. So yeah, I think rock skins look to be in a perfectly comfortable position. However, we are in the good times. Is this good? Like, is this good to read from? Is this accurate to read from? Well, I know for a fact that this will bounce back up in price next year around December 2023 time. So, honestly, this rock skin, this one that's literally just become available right here, I wouldn't even consider selling it until next December. So, if you're not really wanting to hold on to a skin for that long, I just wouldn't bother too much. So, let's just move over to here, bulk of the buy orders. So, it's got over 800 requests to buy. Bulk of the buy orders are sitting at around less than $1. Yep, as expected, because when times are bad, people will just turn it into metal and they can just sell the metal. So it's always going to be around $1. So yeah, okay. So yeah, if you do happen to buy or own some of these, you probably do just want to sell them around next Christmas time, around next December time. Much like the Snowman Head Rock that came out last year. I bought a lot of them for around 80 to 90 cents. I waited until this December, and I've sold them for around just shy of $3 each. So you can make great profits from them if you sell them at the right time. So this is definitely more of a long-term... Well, all of the Christmas skins are a long-term investment, so yeah, just keep that in your head. Now, we have had a lot of double... I've lost my voice. We have had a lot of double barrel shotgun skins this past 2022. I believe this is number 12. No, this was number... Oh, you know what? Why don't I just look? What? No, not Sweet Surprise. Double barrel shotguns. Right, how many did we have in all of 2022? We had 11, so we had a ridiculous amount, and yeah, quite a lot of them are in the negative. Cold Hunter has managed to creep up to evens now, as expected. All Cold Hunter skins are creeping up very nicely. Have you seen the price of the Cold Hunter Thompson? Very nice, but we're here to talk about double barrel shotguns. And surprise, surprise, this was the least in demand, and, well, take a look. Not a single buy order above $1. That is the state of double barrel shotgun skins at the moment. People are very unconfident. They're not confident with it at all. So there's a very good chance that this is going to end up at around $1, and, well, of course, so people are prepared for that. Nobody wanted to try and go for a higher price. It is expected, you know. It's a culmination of far too many double barrel shotgun skins this past year, and the fact that it's a Christmas skin, so people know that this is going to struggle regardless, so... And then, lastly, we do have the Gingerbread Custom SMG. It's pretty much the exact same position as the double barrel shotgun, but unfortunately it's a matter of people just don't care too much about custom SMGs. Yes, it's very nice up close, but in terms of usage compared to the other guns, it's not used as much, unfortunately. So, yep, bulk of the buy orders below $1, as expected. This is the usual, so... I don't imagine quite a lot of these skins that we've just seen become marketable today will be doing very nicely over the course of the next month. As we hit February time, I wouldn't be surprised if these are all struggling. Like, this is to be expected. The only one that I think could be still holding up, or actually two, I think this might potentially still have some demand to keep it up, and I do still think the Nutcracker Jackhammer will still reasonably hold up its value. But overall, as time goes on, and when we first hit the next bad time, which will probably... The next bad time, in terms of prices, I expect would be around February to March. February to March, yeah, that's when I'm expecting it. So let's see what the prices are when we hit around then. So that is the Rust-Or rotation. Let's now talk about the abnormal skins. Sorry, I don't know why I said Rust-Or rotation. Basically, those were all the skins that became marketable after the Rust-Or rotation. Now we're going to quickly take a look at all the abnormal skins that we did for the buy orders last night. So, we did the Snowflake first, didn't we? Yes. So, the Snowflake has over 1,100 buy orders. Buy orders going all the way up to around $2.27. You might think, oh wow, that's looking pretty good. Well, as I said, it's very gimmicky towards Christmas and winter. I'm going to sit here and say, gentlemen, I just wouldn't really risk it. Yes, you do see some buy orders here, but we're in the good times at the moment. Just you wait and see what happens. We're in the bad times. This will disappear. People will get worried, and they will remove their buy orders, and then it will probably go all the way down to around $1.10, maybe $1.20. But when times are good again, it will bounce back up again. And when we get close to Christmas 2023, it will very nicely jump back up. Just go take a look at the Tasty garage door that came out last year for last year's Christmas, and over the course of 2022, it had a low point of around just under $1, but then it shot all the way up to over around $3 to $4 just a couple of weeks ago. So that's the exact same pattern I expect for this. I want to buy them cheap during 2023, and I want to sell them for a lot more towards the end of 2023. That is my plan. Now let's go take a look at the neon tree frozen door. Neon tree frozen door. Blah, 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 blah. Words. Yeah, so we've had a lot of sheet metal door skins this year, and well, unfortunately there's another one. But yeah, now we sit here and question: is it a good idea to throw a lot of money at this in terms of buy orders? Well, we do have a lot of buy order requests, but I really wouldn't be surprised if this ends up at around $1 at one point. It's to be expected. I fully expect it to happen. So. Yeah, I think this isn't going to hold up very well. When we hit the bad times, this will struggle, just like many of the other sheet metal door skins that we've seen in the past year. In fact, I only need to just quickly show you how, even during the good times, how many of these recent sheet metal door skins are in the positive. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... So 7 out of 25 sheet metal door skins that came out of this year are currently in the positive. And I can sit here and say one of them got manipulated, and one of them's ever so slightly above its Rust-Or price. So I honestly would probably sit here and say only 5 of them are in the positive. So yeah, That's sheet metal doors. Yay! Doesn't that sound great? And then we're going to end with the LMG, the Holiday Spirit LMG. Very cool looking gun. A very good theme. A wonderful gimmick. But unfortunately, it's just not going to hold up. And you can see by the buy orders that a lot of us became aware of that. And bulk of the buy orders are literally mostly below $1 and ever so slightly above $1. That is where the bulk of it is, and that's very likely where it's going to end up when Christmas is over. But as we get close to Christmas next year, what's going to happen? The exact same thing all over again. So, yep, there were a lot of buy order requests for these, but I don't imagine they're going to hold up. That is the awkwardness of Christmas skins, holiday themed skins, whether it's Christmas, Halloween, and the other ones, yeah, it's not going to hold up very nicely. So, thank you for that. Now let's discuss the new skins. Let's now discuss this new Rust rotation. So, first things first, let's go find out real quickly which is and which isn't abnormal. So let's just go through all the skins. A lovely batch of skins. We've shown off some of these in a Saturday skin showcase because they are continuations of collections. So, this Blue Lotus box, it is abnormal. This Bombshell AK, it's not abnormal. JPEG hoodie and pants are abnormal. The pizza bandana and poncho are abnormal. And the prototype saw is not abnormal. And the tribalized saw is not abnormal as well. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 abnormal skins for the this Wednesday for us to do our early buy orders on. Wonderful. So let's just go over to here. I'm just going to quickly check and see if my volume's still alright. Do, me, re, yeah, okay, it's all good. You're right, okay. Just needed to double check to make sure everything was going through perfectly fine. Let's now discuss these new skins. So, first of all, we have seen the return of the fireworks, large fireworks pack and deluxe Christmas, oops, the small ones, oops. So, I actually anticipated this very thing happening. This happens every Rust rotation during New Year's. So, I actually have a Twitter. I should probably point this out to all of you lot. I have a Twitter. Over the past few days, I have been talking about like my sales and whatnot during post-Christmas. So, yeah, I fully expected this to happen. I fully anticipated that this was going to happen. And, yeah, this was me taking a screenshot of last night, literally about 24 hours ago. This is the price of large fireworks right now. So that was $4.69 back then. And, well, what's the price of them right now? So it says $5.75 there, and wonderful, that's just happened. Great, so let me just quickly show you how you can sort out the VPN issue if you go over to here. Not VPN issue, the requests issue. So if we just quickly, where is it? Go here, turn on a VPN, and like magic, it will now work. Ta-da! So yeah. If you use a VPN, it should work for you. So right now, yes, this in fact it did go up in price. The fireworks routinely get reintroduced, and what usually happens is people will go to the Rust store and they'll see, oh wow, there's fireworks. I want to buy them. So what they'll do is they'll click it, and they're ready to buy it, and then they see, wait, hang on a minute, I can buy them from the Steam market instead. And that's what they do, and that's what causes the price to go up by a bit. But unfortunately, they didn't go up in price that much, did they? There was a spike in purchases, but didn't really go up that much, because if it was around $4.50 yesterday, it's only gone up to $5.75 today. I really hope for it to go back up in price a bit more. But the problem with this is in the general store. If in the general store we have the pattern boomer, where is it? Right there, and that sells for around $8. So if that didn't exist, the large fireworks pack probably would go up even higher in price. But such is life, you know. So that was a nice quick discussion in regards to fireworks. Reintroduced items tend to go up in price if the item is selling much cheaper on the Steam market. So that did happen today, but it didn't really go up in price that much, which is unfortunate. So let's now properly discuss the skins. So, let's talk about the Bombshell AK-47. So, this was submitted by TGG. You got to understand the rules. Every 3 to 4 months, TGG will 100% get a skin accepted. So, all of his collection is the Bombshell collection. So if you just go through the timeline here, if you read into all of these, you can see that 4 months ago we had the Bombshell garage door, then 4 months before that we had the Bombshell M39, and then around 4 months before that we had the Bombshell LR300, and then around 4 months before that we had the Bombshell roadside glove. So you get the idea. So in about 4 months' time, whether it's April or May, we will see another Bombshell skin, and that 100% will be guaranteed. We saw this on my Tuesday workshop skin checks. There you go, right there. We saw it, and I pointed out this is 100% going to be accepted. So, hooray! It's another AK-47 skin, just what we wanted. Yay! Well, you know the routine, gentlemen. It's a new AK-47 skin. What do you reckon is going to happen to that? What do you reckon is going to happen in regards to whether or not it's going to be a great investment or not? Well, oh, I didn't mean to click lowest. Let's go by newest. So how many AK skins did we have in all of 2022? 27. Wonderful. Look at how nice and positive in price they are. Yay! Well, Noir's doing alright, but everything else, no. Out of 27 AK-47 skins, only 3 of them are in the positive. Only 3. So what do you reckon is going to happen with this one? It's probably going to end up with Lemmy Guess, where it goes down to around $1. Hey, it was expected. We know how this usually plays out. So the safest option in regards to this is, if you want to make a profit out of it, you just want to do like a 70 cent to 90 cent buy order on it. Now, there is a problem in regards to, like, in the past 2 months, we've had like 6 AK-47 skins accepted. So that's already a problem in itself. So, yeah, not looking good in terms of an investment. But if you like what you see, if you want to use it, by all means, buy it, use it, enjoy it. That's what I always say. But we talk in terms of finances and wanting to make profits with skins. It's not looking good if you actually buy it. You're better off doing a buy order. Right, so very happy to see a skin collection increasing or extending. I'm a bit lost for words, sorry about this. So a good few months ago, we saw the tier 3 of JPEG being submitted back in September time. And we waited and waited and waited and waited, and in anticipation, I bought out a lot of the JPEG road sign kilts. I thought, yeah, I'm going to make some great profits. And, well, they never came, and I was sad. But a good few weeks ago, we did see the JPEG hoodie and pants being submitted. I was begging GBG to make some hoodie and pants, because don't give up on it. You still have a chance of being accepted, and hooray! He did. Well done, Mr. GBG and Mr. Trigger. So, gentlemen, if you aren't aware, or what you probably just noticed it, this is a core piece, and recently I talked in my Rust Economy 101 speculation and anticipation video. When we get a new core piece, what happens? So I haven't even refreshed this for about 5 hours. Let's see what's on the front page. Still white out. Let's go take a look at JPEG. So the main thing that we care about would be the kilt. What price is the kilt right now? $3.60, I believe. Did it go up in price instantly the very second that the Rust rotated? Yeah, a lovely spike in demand, a lovely spike in price. A buyout happened. So just a few days ago, this was selling for around $1.80 to $1.90. Well, now it sells for $3.60. There you go. This is the usual. When a new core pieces being hoodie, pants, tier 2 armor and tier 3 armor, when a new core piece gets accepted, shoots up in price. Big spike in demand, buyout. 51 of these got bought out, 9 here, 7. So we've seen around 70, we've seen 70 purchases straight from the Steam market of this kilt, because remember, in theory, you need the tier 3 armor, the hoodie and the pants, and the kilt to get the very best armor. So, yeah, that's why kilt usually is more in demand compared to the other pieces of tier 2. So, very nice to see this. This is the impact that it has. And, yes, of course, I bought a lot of these. How much JPEG kilts do I own? I don't remember. I wouldn't be surprised if I could just click through here real quickly and take me to the store. It will tell you, because I don't know. Did I move them over to another account? You'll see me if you just click this. So if you ever want to see who has the most of a certain skin and they're being followed by SCMM, so all you got to do is just go to the right store, click that, and will we see Hedge? Is he the one with the most? I'm third. I've got 53 of them. But hey, that's still good. I'm going to sell them for triple the price I bought them for. Yeah. So I'm always speculating and anticipating new skin collections. That's why I do the Tuesday workshop skin check. So if you want to be informed of some other skin collections that potentially might be extended soon, we've got Frog Cosplay, which has the gloves and the boots, which isn't a core piece, but probably would still keep people very happy. But we do have Frosty version 2 for the hoodie and the pants, and we also have Elite Crate Tier 2. And it doesn't surprise me that they weren't accepted this week, because next week is a wipe day, and we will be expecting a lot of people playing for the wipe day next week. And with so much more people playing next week, I fully expect there to be a very good Rustore rotation, to get the best optimal profits. January and February tend to have the most people playing throughout all of the year. So that's why I fully expect them to hold back the valuables for next week's Rustore rotation. But this week was still good. This week was great in regards to the likes of what we see here. So this is very nice. Does this mean that we're potentially going to see some Tier 3 JPEG in the future? Well, that will be a version 2, and I fully expect GBG and Mr. Trigger to get on that. I fully expect it to happen, so it was a perfect time for this to be accepted. I'm sure a lot of people like it a lot. It's a funny gimmick idea, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people will be enjoying themselves. It's also abnormal, so that's good. So what I want to do is I want to wait and see how many of these have sold. We need to compare the hoodie and the pants in comparison to the sales that the kilt had. So this had just over 11,000 sales. We need to see if these two stick to around that amount. If these two sell far too much in comparison to the kilt, then that's a problem. These could potentially be oversaturated, too many purchases in comparison to the other pieces. Or we might see that there's far too many of these that exist, and far too many of the theoretical Tier 3 that might exist. Therefore, the kilt would only get more and more valuable. So, basically, right now, the JPEG kilt is in a great position. You could sell now, or you could wait it out and wait it out and wait it out and hope to see the Tier 3. But honestly, I'd probably just sell now. And maybe just sell half and wait for the Tier 3 and see what happens then. You don't have to sell everything. But great stuff. So I want to wait until Wednesday. It's abnormal, these two skins. I'm going to do a buy order, the abnormal buy orders. Then I'm going to consider buying these on Thursday if the sales amount is reasonable. But I'm a bit iffy. I think these will probably end up at around 15,000 sales each, which wouldn't be great in comparison to the road sign kilt sales. Okay, let's now talk about the tribalized SAR. Kozlov, is this your first skin to be accepted? It is! Well done, Kozlov. Congratulations to you, good sir. Let's hope we see some more skins in the future from you. I already saw this in the Tuesday workshop skin checks. So remember, gentlemen, if you want to always be aware of what potentially will be, if you want to be aware of what has a great chance in being accepted, please consider watching my Start Following Rust Skin Creators on the Steam Workshop video, because if you want to be one of the first people to see new skins being submitted and whatnot, that could potentially lead to you making a quick purchase. Like, take for example, I saw these come out like 2-3 weeks ago. I could have jumped in and bought out a whole bunch more of JPEG road sign kilts the very second I saw these. But do you get the idea? So, yeah, you get the idea. So, speculative purchases. Okay, let's just stick with this. So, the reason why I brought that up is because Kozlov already made it to a top picks list by TGG before. And yeah, so it definitely looks like now in the future we could potentially maybe see some more skins from Kozlov, and yeah, you get the idea. So let's now specifically talk about this SAR in terms of, is it profitable or not? Well, it's a SAR skin, and unfortunately recently we've been seeing a lot of SAR skins being accepted. Much like the AK, we have this issue where far too many got accepted in such a short amount of time that quite a lot of them struggled. However, Quarantine SAR on the up, Bullseye SAR doing okay, Blackout SAR doing very nicely, Ghost Halloween SAR's doing better. These three still struggling a fair bit. It's awkward. These aren't going to go up in price in the short term, based on the fact that these already existed on the Steam market. These can improve, but this will only literally just become marketable as we're in the good times. And after this, give it a week or two, then we're going to slip out of the good times and end up in the bad times. So, yeah, I don't really want to purchase this. Not right now at the moment, at the very least. I would rather wait a bit, see what the sales are looking like, and yeah, I'd just rather leave it for a while. We have had a lot of SAR skins accepted in all of 2022. We had 18, and I wouldn't be surprised in 2023 we see a lot more being accepted as well. SARs do get used a lot, but there's a lot of skins that are being accepted, and that's something you have to be cautious about. And it very likely means that we're going to be seeing a whole lot more in 2023 as well. 2021 had 14. How many did 2020 have? 11. So we're slowly getting more and more and more SARs accepted every single year. So maybe we'll see 20 plus next year. Who knows? But yeah, in the current position, I'm not super confident with it. I would rather wait it out, look at the sales. But at the moment, I honestly think I'm just going to stick with a buy order. Right, now we're on to the pizza. Yes! What a great thing for New Year's. Well done, Mr. Jimmick. You've been quite successful, haven't you? This year, you've had 7 skins accepted. Oh, wow, you had 9 the previous year. All right, no worries. But you made the pizzeria furnace. Everybody liked it. 20,000 plus sales. And then you thought, how can I take it even further? Then you went and made the pizza poncho and a bandana. You are what you eat. Perfect. Everybody now gets to dress up as a pizza. Right. So, we've had quite a lot of bandanas recently, haven't we? Quite a lot. But there is a common theme. And that common theme is, if the bandana is part of a collection, they tend to go up in the positive. This is in the positive. This is in the positive. That's in the positive. That's in the positive. This is in the... No, well, these two are separate, but yeah. Paisley bandana, it's not part of a collection. It's in the negative. So this is the pattern that I have noticed. I think pizza bandana very likely could be doing very nice... Oops, sorry. I just hiccuped there. I had to take a drink of water in a second. But yeah, pizza bandana with the poncho, I think that's incredibly silly. And I really do think they probably will be adored. I think people will be liking these a lot. I don't know where Jimmick's going to take this next. What pizza skin do you reckon he could make next? Feel free to leave a comment on the YouTube. Do you have an idea for pizza? Let's just take a real quick drink. Sorry about that. So yeah, I hope you thought of a fun idea. Feel free to write it down. Mr. Jimmick probably will see it, and maybe he'll consider it. Come on, what you could do like do you know those French stick pizzas? You could do a French stick sword, French stick sword pizza. Yeah, you could. You could. Yeah, that might be a bit of a stretch. I don't know, but I'm sure you could think of something. Maybe you just jump straight into doing pizza clothing or something like hoodie and pants or burlap. Maybe you could do like a chef's gown on a burlap shirt or something. You know, you got the ideas. You think about it. But yeah, pizza poncho, pizza bandana. I think the bandana will do all right. It's the poncho I'm a little bit more cautious of because, well, we've had a lot of poncho skins accepted this past year, 7. And before that, all of the other ones, yeah, we only had 6 before that. No, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, 6. We had 6 poncho skins before 2022. And then in all of 2022, we had 7 accepted. So that's the state of ponchos at the moment. Yes, the blackout poncho's in the positive. Yes, the raven poncho's in the positive. But all the other ones aren't looking so good at the moment, are they? This right here, it's very silly, very wacky. It is yellow. That's actually something that might potentially be liked because it is a completely different colour compared to all the other ones, and it looks extra nice and cheesy and tasty. Do you really want people to be able to smell... I'm joking. But yeah, do you really want people to be able to smell you and want to take a bite out of you? Come on, gentlemen. I know this game's already rough and crazy, but don't make it harder for yourself. You'd be all greasy as well. Oh, who would want that? But yeah, I feel like that could actually do very nicely. However, it's abnormal. How about we just do our buy orders first, gentlemen, and then look at the buy order support afterwards, and then we can consider buying it next Thursday. That's probably the smarter and safer option to do. Alright? I'd rather do that. But if you like what you see, remember what I said, gentlemen, if you like what you see, by all means, buy it, use it, enjoy it. But if you want to buy a batch of these with the intent to sell them for a profit, let's be a bit more cautious. We don't need to rush into anything. Let's wait it out, then consider buying it at the last minute. Not like the literal last second, but we can wait until Wednesday or Thursday and then make a decision. And then we'll look at the prototype saw. Sorry about that. Prototype saw made by Dark Schneider. Congratulations. Wait, hang on a minute. Aren't I missing something? Oh, I didn't see the Blue Lotus box. Right, we'll save that for last. God, I almost forgot about him. Not really forgot. I didn't see it. There's far too many items here. So we'll save that for last. So we've got prototype saw. Stick with the saw. Prototype saw. We have seen quite a decent amount of sword skins this year, haven't we? So there was a big gap. We had no sword skins in all of 2021, and then suddenly in 2022 we now have 3. But, you know, that's still not too much, but yeah. The recent sword skins that we've had, negative. Yeah, well, this one had over 20,000 sales, so that could answer the reason why that wasn't doing very good. This sold at a much more comfortable amount, but it still isn't doing so good at the moment. But it's not doing terrible. It's still selling for around $2, but yeah. If these two struggled, I worry about this. Now you might sit there and say, "Oh, but it could go with the what's it called, the lumberjack set and whatnot." And yeah, that was the whole theme to it. The design for it was to be paired up with the lumberjack set and lumberjack tools. But think like this: Can you think of a good enough reason to use the salvage sword enough? Yes, hitting barrels might be a fun idea, but are you going to use it enough to justify wanting to buy it and use it and whatnot? It's a fun idea. It's a fun skin. I do think it's going to end up with around... I really do think it's going to end up at around maybe just shy of 10,000 sales, but it's one of those things where you look at it and think, well, if those other 2 recent skins didn't do so very well, do you honestly think this new one's going to be doing alright? I have to be aware and cautious of how these performed. Because yes, a lot of these other ones did go up in the positive, but half the reason why they did so well is because there was a big gap for of no salvage sword skins. So a lot of these got bought out purely because people were impatient for new ones and just bought out old ones and used them, and they probably don't even want to use any of the newer ones. That's probably half the reason why neither of these have gone up in price or stayed above their roster price. So yeah, cautious about it. I'd rather wait until Wednesday or Thursday to consider buying it. So yeah, not super optimistic about that. And then we have the Blue Lotus box. So, JJ, is this your first skin to be accepted? It is! Well done, buddy. Well done. I think you've been helping many people in the past with their skins. Actually, let's go take a real quick look. So, JJ, congratulations to you. That's a lot of blue. So, yes, you helped out other people in the past. Yes, you have. Yes, you have. And for the first time, it's your skin that gets accepted. Oh, you're involved with CSGO, are you? Oh, that's nice. So yeah, congratulations, buddy, on your first skin being accepted. Now let's talk about the Blue Lotus box. I believe this glows in the dark. Yes, it does. Sorry about that. So, small box skins. We don't see many of these, do we? No, we don't. And let's go take a look at this year in terms of how many were introduced. I think we've only had like 3. No. Oh gosh, my brain. There has been a large gap though. At the beginning of this year, we saw a lot of them, and then 6 months, and then we got 2. So sorry about that. I completely forgot how heavy we were in terms of amount being brought in at the beginning of this year. But this is a very nice visual, isn't it? Positive, 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 negative, positive. Right, so why is it like this? Well, earlier this year we had a buff to small wooden storages. They now hold 18 slots instead of 12, and well, that caused all of these to go up in price very nicely. And then a good couple months later, we finally got these 2 accepted. So that was the Halloween skin earlier this year, a good couple months ago, and now we have the Blue Lotus box. Now, this glows, this glows, this glows, this glows. Yeah, okay, so we've got 4 glow-in-the-dark ones, but I don't know if that really has that much of an effect in terms of boosting its value. And now I've got hiccups. Oh dear. Sorry about that. Yeah, I mean, take a look at all of these. Let's go by lowest possible purchase, like lowest price. The lowest price one is $1.38, and it's not super appealing. And then you got the smouldering box, and then... Oh, wait, hang on a minute. Oh, hang on a minute. Only 3 small box skins are below $2. Well, there you have it. That's looking like a perfectly fine thing to purchase. Yeah, that looks good. Alright, let's go by highest subscribers. What's the one that had the most ever purchases? Box from Hell, 50,000 sales. Okay, that's still in the positive though. Yeah, I think it's looking super safe. If you were to buy a skin this week, you probably would buy the Blue Lotus box. That's good, and it's also abnormal. That's even better. Right, so let's just refresh. Hopefully the skins are higher up, and if they're all closer. Because now I'm just going to do a very straightforward talk in regards to if you were to purchase something, what would be the best thing to buy. So, alright, we're alive. Right then, gentlemen, so we've just quickly talked about all of these new skins, and now I'm going to sit here and say, if you were to buy something, what would I buy? What looks good in terms of actually purchasing some skins? Well, honestly, the safest thing is definitely the Blue Lotus box. Go take a look at all of the small box skins, look at them by cheapest, and you'll see only 3 small boxes are below $2. This is the threshold. After that, all of these are above $2. All of them. Look how many there are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 times 6, 30, then add the 4, then the 2. Yeah, so we've got over 35 small box skins above $2. This glows in the dark, has a very nice pattern, just basically dark blue. Gentlemen, if you had to buy a skin, it's going to be the Blue Lotus box. Like, this is super clear. Look at it. Look at it. So, yeah, if you were to buy something, but this is also abnormal. Wouldn't you rather do your abnormal buy orders on the Wednesday and then just make some purchases on the Thursday? Because we will want to take into consideration the buy order support. But honestly, looking at this and seeing how the cheapest small box storage is only $1.38, and then the next one's like $1.90 something. Yeah, this is looking very nice for a $2 skin. Perfect. Like that's it. That's the skin to buy if you had to buy something this week. But I'd rather do buy orders first, then do the purchases if I wanted to. Then in regards to everything else, well, the JPEG pants and the hoodie, it's going to be a bit awkward because the only thing that's going to really carry the value of these two is the anticipation for the tier 3 JPEG. And we've already had that, so version 2 will have to come along. But there is competition for armour and clothing pieces and rust rotations, because in the pipeline we have Elite Crate Tier 2, we have Frosty Hoodie and Pants version 2, we have Frog cosplay stuff. There's a lot of collections that are also getting new pieces being submitted out of their collections, so it will have competition. And people might get impatient on these two. So I probably wouldn't purchase these. I'd rather do buy orders first, then make a consideration in purchasing these. Because these are abnormal, you can see the buy order support afterwards, and then we can consider buying them on Thursday by keeping an eye on what the support looks like. Then we've also got the pizza bandana and the poncho. These are the other two skins that I'm very curious about. It's a very fun looking skin set, however, will that carry? Will that carry and hold up its value? Will that be good enough for it to maintain a decent price in which people will happily keep the price up because there's good demand? I do think the bandana will hold up nicely. It's just the poncho I'm very unsure of. So if you had to buy some skins, small box and maybe the bandana, the poncho still not looking good. And that's it. Those are the two skins I would consider buying right now if I had to. But I'd rather do buy orders first, then consider doing purchases. So yeah, that's that. So I'm happy. I'm happy with this week. I think this week was okay. Like, you got your 100% guaranteed accepted TGG skins. So I'd rather have it this week than a wipe day week. So that's fine. If we had to have an AK, it's nice to see that this was the one. I'd rather not see another AK for a while. We've had far too many recently. But yeah, I'm very happy to see a collection continue. One of the things that I was invested in, the JPEG kilts, have gone up in price very nicely because of this, so I'm happy about that. This is looking very nice, and we'll see if Mr. Zimmick expands upon it. Will we see some more pizza clothing? Maybe some armour. You know, we could potentially see some armour. Tier 3 or Tier 2, maybe. Maybe he goes wacky, makes a bucket helmet. Or, I don't know, yeah, remember what I said, chat? Tell me what pizza ideas you have for skins. Put it in the YouTube comments. So, yeah, JPEG kilt, very nice. And we're potentially going to be seeing some more collections maybe being accepted next week. I'm very optimistic. And remember what I said. It is Frosty version 2 hoodie and pants and Elite Crate Tier 2 that I'm most optimistic about. And with the arrival of the Elite Crate, the submissions of Elite Crate Tier 2, it did cause the Elite Crate Tier 3 to go up in price. And you can see that spike, that speculative spike right there. Oh wait, is that Elite Crate Tier 2 in the workshop? Jump up in price. So people have already made moves, but it is cooling down a bit. So if you just wait maybe a couple more days, maybe you'll jump in and invest into the likes of the Elite Crate chestplate and the Elite Crate face mask. But of course, not just that, we do have Frosty armour. Literally all we have is Frosty kilt. That's what matters. And that's already jumped up in price for two reasons. Number one, because of the Ice King DLC, people were using the Frosty kilt to pair up with that. Then it went down in price a bit because demand went a bit down. But then people noticed that the version 2 of the hoodie and the pants was submitted, and then, yeah, it jumped back up again. So, yep, it might be selling for around just shy of $4 at the moment. But if we did see Frosty hoodie and pants version 2 being accepted, what price do you reckon it'll be after that? Oh. And someone's just commented, thank you very much, Mr. Bad Monkey. Thank you very much. But yeah, Frosty hoodie version 2 right here and in front of you. What moves are you going to make? In fact, whilst we're here, we'll also look at Elite Crate. So here's the Elite Crate as well. There we are. Perfect. Thank you, Mr. Odyssey. Wait. He removed them. Wait, what? Wait, what? Wait. I'm confused. I'm confused. Oh, there it is, yeah. Oh, big sigh of relief. So yeah, there is the Elite Crate kilt. That's the most important part of Tier 2. And that's what the Tier 3 cares most about. It is potentially the next green collection, and this is the one that does good camouflage. Frog cosplay stands out too much, but this Elite Crate blends in very nicely in the grassy areas and the forest areas. So that's the one to keep an eye out for. So yeah, that is cool. We had some interesting prices go up this past week, and it's only going to continue because at the moment it is only the 30th of December. We have another week or two where skins are going to be going up, and I reckon next week is going to be what instigates prices going up even more so, because the first wipe day during the good times is going to be pretty insane. Like, I don't think the numbers are insane at the moment for Rust player account. Let's just go over to here real quickly. Rust player account. I don't think I'd... Platter account. Oh dear. But yeah, the numbers aren't insane at the moment. But from what we've seen in the past, with December rolling into January and February, we do expect much bigger numbers. So, yeah, let's just wait until next week, and hopefully we'll see a lot more people, and with a lot more people playing leads to a lot more demand for skins, and a lot more demand for skins equals higher skin prices. So, I think I've covered everything that needs to be said. I've discussed all that I needed to talk about. Wipe Day next week, I really do think will be a very nice batch of skins. I've already given you a nice sneak peek in regards to maybe we're going to see Frosty, or maybe we're going to see Elite Crate. Maybe we'll see Frog Cosplay. Maybe we'll see some very cool weapon skins. Who knows? All we have to do is sit and wait. So, thank you all for watching. I greatly appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed yourself. I hope you had a wonderful time. And, well, are you going to make some speculative purchases? Are you going to make some speculative purchases? Are you going to make some moves? Or are you just going to enjoy yourself selling a whole batch of skins during the good times? People, thank you for watching. Have a happy new year. And let's hope we make some great profits in all of 2023 as well. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye.